vulnerability. Whether I'm doing the show with Joe, giving a speech, moderating a panel at an event, or hosting a conference to empower women professionally, my approach is to address what hasn't worked for me and how I fixed it. Opening up in this way is a great start to getting to the next level. If nothing else, I'm honest, and it's my experience that people appreciate honesty. Let's face it, our lives, as working women, as mothers, as wives, aren't easy. At all. And when I'm open about that and share what frankly doesn't work, at least for me, it seems to help women to see how to take that first step in knowing their own value. That is, they stop beating up on themselves for what they believe they haven't pulled off perfectly and begin to recognize how much work and life experience they bring to the table every day. That's what I mean by knowing your value. It's understanding at a professional and financial level that you, your career, perspective, hard-earned lessons, and proven techniques are greater than the sum of your parts as a working woman. You know what you're worth in the marketplace because you've earned your stripes. You know where and how you stand out in your field, and you know how much you should be compensated for it. Because I've learned to appreciate my own value after many years, I don't mind telling you that the speech was a total success that day. The audience of professional women had more questions than time would allow, and I was hugged a lot as I raced out the door. But there was no time to enjoy the moment. I rocketed back home. Well, let's say crawled, in what turned out to be 5 hours of traffic, just in time to have missed dinner with my younger daughter, Carly, and my husband, Jim. They're used to me being late, if I get home in time to eat with them at all. And now I had to flop into unconsciousness. The 3:30 a.m. alarm comes quickly. I took medication because I needed to sleep right away. This is often the most depressing part of my day, getting in bed alone and praying that I can get some shut-eye. Because everyone else in my life is humming along on a different clock, my schedule exacts a hefty price on my emotional well-being. A day that is so full can feel very empty and out of sync at the end. In addition to that, at some point this medication is going to catch up with me. I have to pick my poison, no sleep and the pain of exhaustion, or sleep and grow increasingly dependent on the medication. This isn't really a glamorous life. This is a life of sometimes bad, but always hard, choices. So that was Monday. Tuesday was the same routine. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. and rushed to do 3 hours of live TV. After I stepped off the Morning Joe set, I ran 3 back-to-back sponsor meetings about Know Your Value conferences and the movement I'm building to help women know and grow their value. These are the toughest kind of meetings, those that involve getting corporations behind my message. After that, I dashed like a greyhound across town to pick up the script for a speech I was giving that night at a gala event downtown. Then I quickly got my hair done and figured out an outfit. The Wall Street fete was something I should have never agreed to. I felt exhausted and guilty on stage at Cipriani speaking to 400 tipsy advertisers, knowing I should have been home. The event seemed like a great branding opportunity when Adweek invited me 6 months before, but now all I could do was try to figure out how to get out by 10, home by 11, and hopefully be asleep by 11:15, if I remembered to take that medicine on my way off the stage. What is wrong with this picture? Wednesday, up well before the sun again to host the show, then 2 back-to-back meetings. After that, I flew to Washington, D.C. with Joe to cover the breaking news that the director of the Secret Service had just resigned. Then I hosted a panel about a retrospective of artwork by my mother, sculptor Mika Brzezinski, at the Phillips Collection. Afterward, I raced across town to